Hey everybody, I want to share with you some news that has been rolling out May 15th, May 13th, last week. All of it is right now.
Get back. Guys, you gotta move back. You gotta move back.
It's happening, and I'm not seeing it covered very many places. I've got to give credit to Dabu 7. He's been on this like white on rice, and I cannot believe we're not making more noise about this. And if you think this news doesn't need to be seen,
triple the rate than what a migrant from South America or Central America could pay.
and you don't believe it or whatever, I want you to hit the thumbs down button and tell me why. Tell me why. And likewise, if you think everybody in the United States should know this is happening, please hit the thumbs up and share this video. I'm going to start going over the migrants that are coming in, what nationality they are, how much they make, and how much money it costs. What is going on? And we'll do a little speculation at the end of this video, and we'll talk about what could happen. 23,000 migrant encounters in South Florida. I'm trying to get through this as fast as possible. Marvin stated he saw 3 helicopters outside of his window, went outside to find 4 migrants swimming ashore. He was like, I'm shocked. Am I really seeing this besides the news? Well, the 4 Chinese were dropped off by a boat that came to shore. They had to pay to get here. Somebody's paying large sums of money. Now, we're going to get into those prices in a minute, and also the penalties for smuggling people compared to drugs over the border. It's another thing that's broken in the system. The Customs Border Patrol says hours later, they found there was 10 migrants. The boat that had dropped them off was not found. Last week, individuals from China, Ecuador, and the Dominican Republic were found. So we just have no idea what's coming across the border. On the same topic, but it's a different article, the Sunny Isles Beach Police officials say they've received reports that 15 people were dropped off by a white cigarette boat with no markings. None of this is cheap. So I'm going to get into the smuggling fees, but all this boat access and all these things for these more than likely poor migrants, something's not adding up. Now, at the Mexican border in Texas, tens of thousands of migrants rushed across the U.S.-Mexican border this week. And this is a quote, a record-setting 83,000 migrants. That's enough people to fill up a Dallas Cowboys stadium. This is what you call an invasion. White House press secretary says this isn't happening at the south border. It's categorically false. Let me know what you think about that. Now, I've got some footage of migrants being loaded on buses, and I want you to notice whoever's on patrol. They're in military attire. I don't know who they are. National Guard, I guess. And they are standing in front of the reporters that are trying to get the news. You would think they would be standing towards the migrants. So I'm not sure what's going on here, but they're getting on buses, and I want you guys to please fill me in if you've seen these buses. If you've seen them in your town, where are they going?
In Mexico now, for the Mexican cartels, the Chinese nationals are very significant because they are a valuable commodity to them. They're willing to pay up to $35,000 to be smuggled in the U.S. So that's triple the rate than what a migrant from South America or Central America could pay.
This is nutty. Chinese migrants pay higher fees to be smuggled into the U.S. Federal agents found 11 Chinese nationals hiding inside furniture and appliances packed in a moving truck. And this agent, Carlos, he says, I've been doing this for a long time at the border, and I have never seen the prices that high for crossing the border. The prices for smuggling Chinese migrants have skyrocketed, with an average ranging from $40,000 to $60,000. Now that sounds like a lot of money for a poor migrant. It's just common sense. The going rate for smuggling Latinos is $6,000 to $10,000. So, you know, big difference. There's a 3-year mandatory sentence for smuggling people, and there's only a 10-year sentence for drugs. So if you're in the smuggling industry and that's your cup of tea and that's what you do, it would pay more and the sentence is less to smuggle people. Mark Conover, U.S. Attorney's Office. He says, quote, "We are seeing numerous Chinese nationals being smuggled into the U.S. in dangerous ways, both in vehicles and ports of entry and on ocean and in boats and jet skis. In the way which these people are smuggled puts their lives at risk, and we're doing everything we can to deter this dangerous behavior." However, Carlos points out that the defendants caught on our side of the border are essentially mules. So the people who are making the money are in Mexico and are not coming across here. Okay. Now, we just learned that the average price was $40,000 to $60,000. Where is the poor immigrants getting $60,000 and a boat ride and everything else that it takes? An average Chinese worker, now this, you can Google this for yourself, makes 150,000 won a year or $16,153 US. So, and a lot of that goes towards, you know, food and the cost of living, and rent's real high over there. So I just can't imagine somebody pulling that kind of cash together. Now the median salary, and it says $4,813 a month, but just know that it ranges big time. If it goes from $1,145 a month in China up to $20,000 a month in China. So somebody explain to me how this is happening, what the plan is. I'm going to speculate because I think it's important that we realize what is possible with crypto. So these people show up, right? They show up and they're essentially in some shorts, and they're just show up like a wet dog washed up on the bank. Well, all the Chinese national has to do, and I'm not saying they're doing this, but all they have to do is remember a 12-word seed phrase, and they can unlock their however many Bitcoin, however many, I don't know, you name it, whatever currency digitally, and they could be worth millions of dollars as soon as they hit the bank, as soon as they hit the shore. They're here with their money, right? Now, what would keep these nationals that are escaping? They're not getting caught. The people that are hunting, you know, trying to catch the immigrants would be like a game warden covering 100,000 acres. You've seen wildlife refugees and migrants mixed up. A wildlife refuge, like, you know, 200,000 or 300,000 acres, might only have 3 or 4 game wardens on it. You know, I don't know, but there's not that many to cover all the area. So they absolutely are getting over here. So what would keep them from going to a container at a shipyard after they gathered all their money and put on a nice suit and got anything else they needed, whatever it may be? I mean, just kind of think that through. That is completely possible. That's what crypto gives you. Now, that's what it's supposed to be, is, you know, untrackable. You can keep all your money in your head through 12 words that only you know, that the CCP can say, okay, here's your 12 words, memorize these. As soon as you hit the bank, go to this destination, do this, and then hit up this boxcar or whatever it is, and they could do whatever they wanted to once they're here. Guys, I'm just saying, they're coming over in droves. And we don't know what they are. We don't know what they have on their mind. It's really getting sketchy, and how they're shipping them all over the U.S. You know, maybe. That's why I really, really want you guys to pay attention and watch out for these buses, and you know, try to take pictures and videos if you see this happening, wherever it's happening at. I want to know, because this is something we have got to follow. A country without borders is not a country. You know, this happened in the fall of Rome. They rewarded people with land. They made them soldiers and allies. Okay, that was right before the fall of Rome. So, you know, here we are. I just want to get this news out to you and give you a thought project and get in the comments. Let me know what you think. Have an awesome, awesome day, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Later.